Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of December 20th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hey there.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give in to our obsessing. And today we're obsessing about holiday do-overs. So yesterday we complained about holiday experiences we would not like to repeat. But are there any that you wish you could have a do-over on, or any other aspect of the holidays that you'd refashion? One little thing that I've thought of, I've often thought of over the years, is I wish that when I, every year except for this year, I do a holiday card. I choose pictures and get it printed and, do the whole thing. And I wish that I would have saved one of each and put them in a little album so that I would have, I probably could find, you always have some left over and then I stick them somewhere, and maybe I could find like a lot of them, but I don't think I could get a whole set. And I wish I would have thought of that from the beginning and did something. So that would have been really fun to look back on, picture every year of what the kids are doing and that kind of thing. So,
I wish I had done that too. I wish I took more pictures in general.
Yeah. It could be a whole Christmas themed album, I suppose. You wouldn't have to just have cards, but you could have more pictures from that time of year. So
that's nice.
That's a regret. That's something that I would do over if I could.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything, Nicole?
Oh, okay. I was passing it over to Terry.
Oh, no. Okay. Go ahead. Terry can go.
Yeah. I've mentioned a few times this week that my kids came home from Russia from our adoption trip right at the beginning of December. And so Christmas came closely after, and they had absolutely no idea or conception of that. At their orphanage, there was a china cabinet that had some toys in it. And I'm pretty sure they were just brought out when there were visitors. So it looked like the kids had toys to play with. I think most of the time the kids did not have toys to play with. So they didn't know about Christmas. They didn't know about gift giving. They didn't know about toys really particularly. And that would have been a great opportunity for me to start things slow, be modest, don't freak them out. I could have just done a little bit and it would have been a big deal. But of course I was like, I have children now. Give them toys. And it was just complete. They just could not process. Mm-hmm. I wish if I had it to do over, many, many, many things I would do over if I had a chance about our earliest days home. But one present would have been awesome. Mm-hmm. That would have been the way to do it. Maybe increase by one a year, maybe just keep it one. They would have played the heck out of it. They would have been thrilled. And it would have been so much easier. There's no way to do it with family members and stuff, I guess. But I really wish I had kept it super small at the beginning and then grown it instead of complete Christmas overload. And then, you get stuck. You can't go back from there.
Yeah.
So, the first experience should have been modest. I wish I could have done that over. I think it would have. It's not like that they remember it or have any thoughts about it, but I'm like, well, number one, I could have saved a lot of money. And number two, you put your heart into every toy you buy for your kids. And then if there's too many for them to process, it's just nothing gets the appreciation it should have got. I always remember this one Christmas, my friends sent my son some of those, those cardboard building blocks that are like the size of a shoebox, maybe each. Mm-hmm. And my son opened that and he started to play with them. And I said, no, we've got all these other presents. And he went to open the other presents, never played with the blocks again. And I'm like, one at a time would have been great. So I kind of wish I had known things then that I know now and kept it very, very small. Oh, well. Now I don't.
Next time.
I'm going to tell the grandchildren you get one present.
Right.
No, that won't happen. That won't happen. I will make exactly the same mistake with the next generation. Pretty much for sure. I have grandchildren now. We never learn. Do we? No, we do not.
No.
How about you, Nicole? What have you learned? What would you not do again? Or what would you like a do-over for?
I think the first Christmas that we had with our son, I think I would most definitely want to do that over, because at the time we thought we were going to be, this is our new little family and we're going to have a family Christmas. And we told the grandparents that we were going to do Christmas on our own, which I feel so bad about now.
Yeah.
And we lived away from them. So like we would have had to travel, and it wasn't that far, but I wish, like, because we thought it was a good idea at the time. It was one of those like, oh, it's gonna be great, but then the actual day, it was just so lonely.
Yeah,
he was only 6 months. So I mean,
and it's actually like, easier when they're babies,
because
he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't expect anything. So.
Totally. So just like we woke up, we shared some gifts, food and all, took some photos, and then he had naps throughout the day. And
did you as well?
No, because I was busy making this turkey dinner for the two of us.
Oh my.
Yeah, which was so ridiculous, because then we had to clean all that up. But so I was, and of course our parents were upset with us.
Yeah.
They wanted to have the first Christmas with the grandchild. Yeah. And so it was just a very memorable Christmas, but for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
It was not what we envisioned at all.
So yours is kind of the reverse of mine. You would have a bigger first Christmas and I would have a smaller first Christmas. So there is no answer, parents. Whatever you do, it's going to be wrong. You're going to want to do over no matter what.
Yeah, it was definitely challenging.
Is there any gift you ever gave your kid that you think, if I had that do over, that would never have entered my house?
I've been thinking of this. We have this racing car thing where, like, it's just you have an app that goes with it, and that controls the cars, and you have the cars, and you have this track and stuff. And I remember it was one of those gifts where we needed to tell one of the grandparents something to give. It was in the era where we were constantly like having to come up with ideas for 3 sets of people to give to the kids, ourselves, and all of our parents.
Yeah.
And so we were like, here, get him this, and he did play with it, for a little while, but it's like still in the basement. Like, what are we going to do with this thing? Because, do you think that the app is still in the app store? Like, I don't know if you can still play with it anymore.
Yeah, my son always loved Matchbox cars, but he had specific things he liked doing with them. He liked handling them because they have a nice weight to them. And he also, as with so many kids with developmental differences, he liked lining them up. And so we got him a rug that had roads on it that he could line them up on. And that was a real good gift. That was a good thing. But, we would always over the years try to buy him things to play with the Matchbox cars on. Oh, look, it's a loop-de-loop track. Oh, look, it's a parking garage. Oh, look, it's this or that. And it's like he would play with it a little, but what he really wanted to do was just line up his cars on his road rug. So, and all those things take forever to set up. You threading the little Hot Wheels tracks together, and you can't just leave it sitting up because it takes a huge amount of room. And we could have just taken that amount of money and just got him more cars. Right. So all the track and all the fancy things are gone. There is still a trunk full of cars in his room. He doesn't play with them, but they're still there. So
but they still need to be there.
Sometimes parents just keep it simple.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think gifts. I don't know about any gifts per se. I mean, We did get our son a guitar for one of his first, like when he was younger, and that actually
Look what that started.
Exactly. Yeah. It wasn't actually a bad thing. It was just
Nobody's
over
kid
the
ever got
years,
drums.
a lot of noise. Yes, we got him drums one year.
Oh my.
And a keyboard another year. So yeah, we had a lot of loud music in our house for many years.
Yeah. Not a do-over. You're happy about it?
In retrospect, I am. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
And now that they're not here, that he's not here, it's like, oh, it's so quiet and
Right.
and I miss those days when he and his buddies would get together and play in the garage.
Aw.
Yeah.
But at the time you were like, what on earth were we thinking?
Oh, at the time it was like, oh my God, it's so loud. The neighbors are going to hate us. Oh my God, blah, 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 And now it's like, oh my gosh, I miss that. But anyway.
Aw. Yeah. Well, I think we'll just call this podcast episode done. We don't need a do-over, right?
No.
That's going to be it for today's Round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.